Hello, today I have the second in a video series on the Iniu power banks. Today I will be focused on the middle 15,000 milliamp hour offering. There have been a lot of requests for these to get on the channel, so thanks for all of those. This power bank is in the middle ground between pocket-sized power bank and a laptop power bank. It is more capable though, so fast charging for a phone and slow charging for a laptop should be on the table. For 15,000 milliamp hours, I will see if it can hold up to its claims and answer questions like how heavy is it and how much performance can it really deliver. The videos get technical, so ask questions if you don't understand something. Hopefully, I will find out if one of these Iniu power banks is a great buy. If you want to help support the channel, there's a link to Patreon and others down in the description. Special thanks to my patrons and channel supporters. Next up in the Iniu series is the 15,000 milliamp hour power bank with 45 watts with a model BI-B62. This is the smaller middle child offering I am looking at from Iniu, and is actually more advanced than I thought. The power bank comes in a cardboard box and has a plastic wrapping. The box comes with a USB-A to C cable and a carrying case. I did use the cable to see if it worked, and it did, but it is not high speed or high power. The power bank has a digital display showing the battery percentage, and I found this to line up very closely with the actual charge and discharge performance. The user manual is pretty basic here, just a table, and then a lot of text describing the other features. This does carry multiple safety listings, PSE, as well as ETL, which is very rarely found on power banks. This means the device was more rigorously tested, but it doesn't mean it will last longer. Risk mitigation, not prevention. The operation of this power bank was simple. It has a button. The button will wake up the power bank as well as turn on the flashlight feature built into the power bank. This is a multi-mode power bank, so it has many output voltage modes. The power bank supports fixed voltage power delivery modes as well as variable voltage programmable power supply modes, often used by Samsung. The USB-A port does have the ability to do Qualcomm quick charge modes of 5 and 9 volts for up to 22.5 watts on this port. So really a well-rounded selection of outputs for only 2 ports. The power bank does stay on with a low-powered device connected. It may require you to wake it up, but this does mean that leaving an Apple cable plugged in with the device powered on will drain the battery flat, so something to be careful of. Disconnect the cables if you aren't using it for a while. The power bank did have the pass-through capability, so if you need to top it off while it's charging your device, you can do that. If the power source turns on and off, like say using a solar panel to top off the power bank on a cloudy day, unlike most, it will stay on and function as an uninterruptible power supply. The USB-A output will stay on in this condition. It is a 5-volt only device with both ports in use, but it doesn't turn off. So this will require some further testing, but this may be an option for a portable UPS for a security camera or similar 5-volt device. This power bank will get you up and moving with its 45-watt power capability. I think they did something here to be able to keep the power bank operating for the entire discharge at the full rated power. The energy capacity was reasonable versus the rated size, and the charging is okay, which I haven't ever looked at another 15,000 milliamp hour power bank, so maybe they're all like this. So for every 10 watt hours you put in, you get about 7.5 watt hours out. In terms of the charging speed, the power bank charged at the rated speed. It was able to pull 30 watts during charging. It took about 2.5 hours to get to a full charge. The charger did taper to a slower speed at about 1 hour and 45 minutes, which would get you to the 90% charge mark. So good for a smaller power bank. It doesn't try to charge it so fast it overheats. The power bank is easily within the 100 watt hour requirement for non-extra permitted air travel of power banks. The device, with its extra power capabilities, means it can power some smaller laptops and devices as well as tablets, phones, and watches. Watt hours determine if it can fly, not watts. The thermals on this power bank were somewhat surprising. During both the charging and discharging tests, this power bank got warm, but it never got hot. Warmer than a lower output option and warmer than ambient, but it is doing work, so it is expected to generate some heat. But no overheating incidents with the device, and it runs right until the battery's flat with no hiccups or interruptions at its rated power. This is a win. In comparison with other power banks, I don't have any in the 15K arena, so I picked some. It's just more of the same. The power bank is lower in energy capacity as it is a smaller power bank, but it also performs at about an average efficiency in comparison with other similarly sized power banks. This isn't going to win an efficiency award, but it holds its own. In terms of value, this power bank is more in the middle of the pack. It is inexpensive relatively, but still maintains a fairly strong feature set. The Avatronic 60 watt is no longer available, but this pretty closely matches the value. Even with a little less capacity, this may be a viable option to replace that one. For $40, you get enough power for a large range of devices and enough energy to at least get a few more hours out of a laptop. It seems very fairly priced. Onto the density chart. Another way to look at the data is the energy density. This looks okay. The 15K milliamp hour power bank is not the lightest in terms of volumetric density or weight per energy or even power density, but for a medium power and size power bank, it's average. Again, I haven't tested any other 15K size power banks, but for the weight, I think this one does a good job. You get 325 grams of weight, and you get decent efficiency and performance that actually holds up over the full range without overheating. I'd take this over others that overheat any day, even if it's 50 grams heavier. Overall, this power bank is extremely average in terms of performance specifications, really remarkably average in every category, probably the most average power bank I've seen yet. For that average performance though, you get an average price. The benefits though are less obvious than the performance. An extra safety listing, an accurate display, lots of modes of operations, amongst others. So you can power a lot of devices with this, and it still maintains a fairly light and small design with enough capacity to get you through a few things on the go. The power bank can get warm, but not too hot. It doesn't shut down during operation, and the efficiency stays relatively flat at moderate to maximum wattage, which is actually better than average. The power bank will be making its way into my rotation, at least until it turns sticky. I hope, longer term, this is able to hold on to that reliability, and the test of time will tell. But in general, I'm happy with my purchase on this one. Okay,